Oh, it's actually working. Do you see the, that's the Korean War Memorial. See, there's people in, military dressed men in raincoats and sludging through mud and stuff like that. I guess that's what the Korean War was about. I was alive then, but certainly wasn't young enough to go. Certainly was too young to go. So I went to Vietnam and instead. It's the only war I had. Now we have lots, and we had a draft then. We don't have a draft now. Too many people, I guess, make money going to war. You don't have to have a draft, and it's easier to start a war because the rich people's kids don't have to go. Certainly. But listen, I want to make sure you hear me first before I start ranting. It's wonderful weather. I don't know if you have wonderful weather where you are, but here it is 70 degrees, I think it's going to be today, and that's pretty good. But I'm down at the mall, so you guys hear me? Maybe not. It's probably too nice of a day to be people watching their computer screen, isn't it? Huh? You don't think so, huh? Nobody hear me. I guess nobody's there. I don't blame you. You got better things to do than to watch a crazy guy or whatever. But actually, I want to cover something. I think I'm going to walk. It's too nice to sit around. But what you have to know is that there are 6 at least offices in every state whose job it is to help you make money at home, or start a business, or start a nonprofit, or work on an invention. Okay, so these are professional people who get grant money to help you make money at home. Okay, that's why you won't find them on Google. I mean, unless you know their names. But if you look at help to start a business, you'll be lucky if one of these show up. And that's why, to me, if you want to start something, if you have an idea for a business, if you have an idea, even to be a freelancer or whatever, these are the 6 places you want to touch base with to see how they could help you. And when you contact these offices, you don't say, hey, I want money. No, you don't do that. You won't get money if you say that. I mean, you may, but you're less likely to, because they have so many more things that you don't know how to describe. So what you have to do is call them and say, hey, I want to be a freelancer, as an artist, or I want to start a business at my home, or I want to start an online, whatever it is. And you say, hey, how can you help me do that? Okay, and that's when you press the right button, because that's what they're there for. They're getting money, taxpayer money, and probably from nonprofits also. It depends on the group, to do exactly what you're asking them to do. So you're not telling them, interfering with their day, or getting them to do something they don't want to do. That may be true, because they don't want to do anything or something. Who the hell knows? But it really is, they get paid to do exactly and give you exactly the help you need. And this is, anytime I used to do all this stuff for Fortune 500 companies, and this is the first thing I could do. I would do for any problem they have is touch with these 6 offices, And these were Fortune 500 companies, billionaires, who go use these things. I mean, they know that these things are worthwhile, and the average person on the street has no idea. Said, it can't be good. That's absolutely. It may not be sometimes, and it may be other times. You don't know. But hiring somebody, to get something you could get for free, or to give you money for free for your idea, or show you where to get the money for free for your idea. I mean, to me, it's just incomprehensible. And I think it is to most people. And that's why you have to do some work to open those doors for yourself. Yeah. And, you know, on a member, if you're a member of Let's Go Help, we have a report for every state that shows you where they are. Okay, if you're not a member, that's okay. Now, what I'm trying to do in every description is put research training in the description. So in the description of this, when I get back, I'll put it in here. I just did a video about an hour or two ago. And so it's in there, and it really shows you the basic sources of what you have to contact, and you could take it from there. It shows you how to talk to bureaucrats, and you could take it from there. You know, it tells you how to set up alerts so you know the new programs that could help you start a business, because now they'll be starting all kinds of new programs. You know, because we're in trouble. And you know, once this election gets over, I mean, I think I saw the unemployment data. The number of people filing for unemployment went down a little bit, but that's just you know, new people filing. The old people ran out of unemployment and can't file again, and still don't have work. So that is a problem that is systemic. The Federal Reserve came out, I think yesterday or today, say we're still in big trouble, and it's going to get worse before it gets better, and that's why he's pushing for more stimulus. So that's why, and depending on what state you're in, there's a whole lot of things that you could take advantage of. And that's why I'll show you. So if you want to make money at home, you know, and because jobs aren't getting too secure anymore, are they? Unless you're a high techie or something like that. But it's hard. So earning home, I think, creating your own income, that's easier to do now than anything. By the way, I see that Uber just won a big victory on your drivers are contractors, so they're not going to go out of business soon in that business, because that was, I don't know if the model would work for them if they had to do them as contractors. And so, I mean, whether that's maybe not the best job in the world, but it's a way to get income while you build the best job in the world. That's what I see the gig economy for, is particularly these low-end jobs that don't take any skills. You can use it to make money easily to pay your bills as you're building something else for your life. Okay, let me go through these 6 places that you want to go to. One is a small business development center. And I talk about those a lot. See, they're for anything. You want to be a real estate investor, start there. Okay, you want to do anything, you know, do editing at home, start there. Find out the tools that are there, because they could eliminate not only your effort to find money to do these things, but also your effort of technical problems. Like, how am I going to file taxes? You know, how do I get what do I have to do to write a contract, or any kind of stuff like that? They'll get all that done for you for free. And actually, if you want to start an online business, one of the SBA, Small Business Development Centers, is a wonderful course for free. It's done by a very high-powered business that got paid by the government to do this. It teaches you all about making money on the internet. And so you don't pay anybody on Google to make money on the internet if you don't know what you're doing. After you know what you're doing and you tried a whole bunch of stuff, maybe. But if you don't know what you're doing, then anybody on the internet is going to help you make money, is going to help you spend money on them. And that's what it's all about. Sure, you may get lucky and they'll show things, but I think it's best not to. You learn yourself and then find out what you really need. So you got the Small Business Development Center. Then you have to go to a state. Every state has an office called the Office of Economic Development. You go there, and you could Google the name of your state and economic development. Make sure you get a .gov. Then the other thing is your city, your county, and local nonprofits. Okay, you could find those pretty easily by calling your library, or even 211. But 211, I find a lot of times put you to the Small Business Development Center. What you're looking for is the economic development at your city, county, and any other nonprofits. Now here's another wonderful source, I think, a single website called EDA, Economic Development Administration.gov. EDA.gov. If you go to that website, you will see they have a directory of all the EDA administration offices around the country. So in your state, you'll see a state-by-state directory. There'll be probably 6, 12, 20, 30 offices, depending on where you live. And they are all in business to help you start a business or grow a business. That's all they do. See, they're in business to help you start a business or make income at home or start a home-based business or be a freelancer. All those independent ways to make money. This is what they're about, because this is where jobs are coming from. So the Economic Development Administration is trying to create jobs. And this is a great source of jobs. About a third of us now work that way. We don't have normal jobs. And so that's what they're trying to do. So these are the places. And there's one other place I think you should do is Meetup, MEETUP, meetup.com. And look for start a business or entrepreneuring or just business. These are local groups, sort of like bowling leagues for entrepreneurs that want to start businesses. I mean, you'll see like for women entrepreneurs, moonlighters, people want to start businesses at night, all kinds of stuff. So people like you that are figuring it out, and maybe they're 6 months down the road, and you could learn from them, and they're free. It's a free way to learn instead of hiring somebody at $500, $5,000 an hour to help you do this. Okay, so that's the lesson of the day. It is nice, and I think I'm gonna go swimming in the reflecting pool. Take care and good luck in the election. If your guy wins or not, take care.